This video we're going to call Choose Your Weapon. In a survival situation, there are many things that you can choose as a weapon. Here you'll see just a few displayed. I in no way endorse any type of violence or harming any person or really any animal unless you have to. But this is stuff that needs to be discussed, especially amongst women, because women tend to lean on their significant others to be their protector and don't fully anticipate having to defend themselves, if you know what I mean. Now, we'll start with my weapon of choice. This is my walking stick. Let's see if I can turn it sideways to get a full view. This is a big walking stick. Can't remember what I made it out of. I cut it down as a tree. This is the root ball, and this is the beak. That was the root coming out. I would burn it a little bit just to give it some, I don't know what you want to call that, a griffin or a phoenix or an eagle or whatever. I don't know. It's weird. But his beak is sharpened, and I could sharpen it more if I really needed to, but that thing would really hurt you bad if you get bopped in the head with this, because it's very solid and sturdy. I had some dirt daubers make a little mud nest in the top in the fall, so I have to clean that back out, and I need to paint it and make it look pretty because it's just plain. It's a stick, so it doesn't matter. I just like my pretty sticks. But if you're hiking, I love hiking with this thing. If you need to, you can put this part under your arm and use it as a crutch. You could use this as a handle as you're walking to dig in. This beak is not breaking off. It's pretty sturdy. I call it my Rafiki stick or my wisdom stick because you come at me, you're going to learn a thing or two. I'm just playing. Like I said, I don't want to hurt anybody ever, but I will defend myself. Now, the real weapon of choice, of course, is this. All the arsenal that you will ever need is in this little book. Choose your weapon. Everything you need to know about everything is in there. Second book is Farmer's Almanac. Yes, this is an older Farmer's Almanac, but I haven't got mine this year yet. I'm getting behind. I know. I have it online, but I still like to keep my physical copy. And, you know, even if it's old Farmer's Almanac, they're still going to tell you some good things to know about gardening, farming, the moon cycles. It tells you when sunrise and sunset, when it's good to cut your hair, when it's good to plant certain plants, what plants are compatible. They have a really good online app where you can build your own garden and section it out, and it'll tell you if your plants are compatible, what you're putting together and stuff. And I'm not being paid by Farmer's Almanac. It's been a part of my life since I was a little girl. My grandpa's always lived by them, and it's good to have. Guide to the Great Outdoors. Medical dictionary. Those are all things that you might want to have on hand just in case. You know, it gives you little tips on how to do things. Pretty sure it even tells you how to build a cabin. How to set your land to get water and to catch water. Things like that. It's just helpful to know. If you don't have the internet to look at, you're going to wish you had old books like this to fall back on. Never know. Another weapon. Seeds. Fight that hunger. Gotta fight that hunger. You don't know if there's any stores it's going to have anything. Power's out, whatever. you don't never know what's going to come up. Have your own food to plant. I don't use everything that I have every season. I will save it to the next season. I haven't had any bad luck with that yet. The seeds are usually still good. Although I'm hearing that they're trying to genetically alter the seeds to where they don't reproduce. They're only good for one growing season. And then, you have to just get more seeds. They do that on purpose. They're trying to stomp out the farmers and the people that want to take care of themselves. This is just a little slingshot. It's mostly for play, but if you practice and you get good at it, you could probably take out some small game. Maybe rabbit, squirrel, or birds even. It's not much, but it's not as violent as a knife. Now, I love collecting knives, but I'll talk about that in a minute. With this, I have also, like, you see how this is dry rotted? That's something that happens fairly quickly after you've, pulled this a few good times and stretched it out. So, I do have extra stuff like this in my other bug out bags that's just spare parts for stuff like that. And I have my sharpening stone and everything in there for my knives too. Now, my favorite knife, I'll turn this sideways so you can see. This is my favorite knife. It is so beat up, and if you can see, the poor blade is wavy like the ocean. But this is a very dependable knife. I can cut down big not big trees, not like the big wide trees, but as big as something like this. I could cut down with this if I needed to. I can whack through any kind of brush, anything. It's just, I love the way it feels in my hand. Let's see if I can get it good. I love the way it feels. I love the weight of it. And it's just really good for like whacking through brush and handling some more heavy duty things that Next, you have your decorative things. You see The Walking Dead and stuff like that, and you've got people that think, oh yes, I'm gonna get me a samurai sword and I'm gonna be ow. Okay, yeah, I just did that. Blood. I barely even touched it, and oh my gosh, okay.